Welcome back to We're Having Fun. It's the podcast where we have fun, and I am Mark. Hello.
I'm Krista. Hello.
Hello. Krista, it's a beautiful day here in the neighborhood. How are you?
Okay, Mr. Rogers. Doing all right.
Nice. Good. What's going on? What's happening No, not in the world.
No, we don't want to get into that.
What's happening in lighter news? And things that won't depress our listeners and viewers. The Batman comes out next week. I'm excited about that for some reason. I think I am. I can't decide. The whole Zack Snyder thing really put me down on any DC movie, so I don't know what to think.
So who's doing this one?
Billy Bob Thornton. No, I don't know. His first name came to my head. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know either.
I remember that Ben Affleck was supposed to do it, and then that all went bad, so... yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up, Krista. Look it up.
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves.
Good old Matt Reeves.
Good old Matty. We call him Mr. because of his initials.
Sure. He's written some things. He's directed some things. He directed, like, Cloverfield.
Yeah, okay.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay. Both movies I heard are okay, but I have not seen.
He hasn't really done much, from what I can tell.
Well, we'll still hold out hope.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah. See how Edward Cullen does as Batman, since he'll be able to live forever. So he's a vampire. He's a vampire bat. Krista.
Oh, boy.
Krista.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's, Robert Pattinson's not a bad actor.
I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
He's just, and he hates Twilight, so.
Well, who doesn't?
I mean. But he's been in some good stuff.
I've wanted to watch that thing where he's in a lighthouse with what's his name?
Are you talking about the movie?
The Green Goblin.
The Lighthouse?
Yes.
Yeah, with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly they're both really good in it.
Yeah.
And considering it's Willem Dafoe, that sounds about right.
So I wanted to see it. It was on my queue when I had Netflix, but alas, don't have it anymore.
I've heard it's really weird. Yeah,
I like weird though.
Okay. We did watch Swiss Army Man together.
That is true. That was weird.
So.
Yeah, it works out. But not this week. This week, we're watching something that's not weird at all. Completely normal.
Yeah, completely normal.
It's Free Guy.
Yeah, Free Guy.
The Ryan Reynolds GTA Fortnite game movie.
Yes, he's a character in a video game.
I remember seeing early trailers for it and being like, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
I'll watch that. Then it got delayed forever. I think it's supposed to come out in 2020.
I'm not sure.
And it got delayed till August of 2021, so it took forever, but we finally got it.
And it's on Disney Plus, so if you have Disney Plus, you can watch it on there because it was a 20th century... Not Fox, but 20th Century Films or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, I guess they changed it now. Wow, that's weird. I didn't really pay attention.
So yeah, but yeah, you can find it on Disney Plus if you have it and you want to watch it.
Yep. So go watch it right quick and then come back here
and we'll talk about it
and listen to it because we're going to talk all about it.
We're going to spoil
and tell you everything.
We're going to spoil it for you as we do with all things that we talk about.
That's what we do.
So if you don't want to be spoiled, then either wait until after you watch this or just don't listen at all.
Yeah, maybe we should be announcing the movies we're going to do the next week so that people can watch them before they do it. But we usually don't know what we're doing until the day before.
Yeah, we normally don't. A lot of times we'll talk about it the weekend before and we're like, what should we do next weekend? And then we, sometimes we'll throw a couple of things in there. And then by the time Wednesday or Thursday rolls around, we're like, we should probably pick something.
We should figure something out. Usually go into panic mode on Friday.
And sometimes we pick something and we're like, yes, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. And then we realize we can't do it.
Does not work out.
We can't find a copy of it, because that's what happened with our Valentine's Day when we had something. And we couldn't find it streaming anywhere. And there was one copy at the public library, but it was at one of the branches.
Yeah.
And the branches have really weird hours.
Yep.
So I didn't even realize it was there until Thursday. And so I went by Thursday after work, and they were closed on Thursday. And then like the next day, which is Friday, they're only open from like 1 to 5 when I'm at work.
Yeah.
Like, it's because my lunch break is from 2 to 1. So I couldn't go at 1.
Yeah.
And then if I leave work at 4:45, that gives me 15 minutes to get there. And with traffic, that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
So I was like, okay, great. Well, guess what? The branches are also closed on the weekends when we record and when we watch our movies. So I was like, well, we're not going to get to...
It's just bad luck.
Yeah, we're not going to get to see that one. So that's when we picked To All the Boys, because it was really easy. It was already on Netflix.
Yeah. And it was good, so it worked out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe next year or some other time we can watch the other one that we wanted to watch.
I bet so. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, and we've had several that haven't worked out because, back when we were going to do...
Harry Potter.
We were going to do Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do Back to the Future.
And we ended up having to do Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which is actually one of my favorite ones that we've done.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really fun. Yep. And then, the whole Harry Potter fiasco, where we watched the first one and actually recorded the episode, and then the...
computer died.
Yeah, computer died and everything was corrupted. So.
Yeah, we've had some rough goes.
So sometimes...
But we persevere.
Yeah, sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to.
Very true. Yep.
But
it's a real lesson in life.
Yeah, so that's why we don't let you know early.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I guess we could, once we do have it figured out, we could tweet about it or something and be like,
we could.
Get ready on Tuesday, it's going to be this one.
Yeah, so. I'm real bad about social media, though, which is probably not good. But,
Well, I'm also not great at social media, so...
We need a social media person.
Yeah.
So if you want to support us on Patreon, first you need to make the Patreon.
Oh, gosh.
And then give us the money from it.
Too bad Wilson can't do our...
Come on, Wilson.
Our social media.
Come on.
But yeah.
Oh man, we'd get so many followers from Wilson. Just his picture as our profile.
We'd be like, post as many selfies as you want, Wilson. Just be pictures of him all the time.
We should post a lot more Wilson's pictures.
He is very cute.
He is. All right, Free Guy. We gotta focus. Too focused on Wilson. We gotta stop.
Oh boy. So yeah, let's talk about the movie.
Yes, this. I love Ryan Reynolds. I do. I was sad when he kind of dropped off for a while, and I even watched his kind of indie movies that he was doing during that time. I can't even remember what they were. It was like The Seven or something.
I don't know.
It was weird. It was a weird movie.
I feel like I have watched a lot of Ryan Reynolds movies, but also not watched a lot of Ryan Reynolds movies.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch everything he's in. And of course, then he was in Green Lantern, and everybody was like, oh no, this was awful.
I still want to watch it just to see it, even though I know it's going to be real bad.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Yeah. I've seen a little bit of it, but yeah.
And then, of course, he's all into the whole Deadpool thing, where he went out of his way to try to get those made.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
I don't really like Deadpool.
What? You don't like the Deadpool movies?
No, not really.
Oh my gosh. You did not tell me this when we started dating. Wow.
They're just okay to me. They're not as good as everybody makes them out to be to me.
Well, welcome to the last episode of the podcast. It's sad days. Sad days ahead, but it's okay. We'll get through it. I'll do my own podcast about Deadpool podcasts movies. Oh, that's disappointing.
I thought I had told you that.
No. I would have remembered the trauma. But anyway, let's move past that.
Can you?
No.
Can you move past it?
No, can't.
So yeah, Free Guy is about video games.
Yes.
There's a lot of video game Easter egg kind of things in there.
Oh yeah. Tons.
So if you play video games, you're probably gonna recognize a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get you.
Yeah.
It made me laugh several times.
Me too. But I'm not sure I would recommend this to anybody who doesn't play video games. Like, I don't think my mom would like this movie.
Yeah, if you don't play video games, if you're not, like, into that kind of culture, I guess, then I can see how you wouldn't really care about it, and that's cool. Also, there were some parts of it that I was like, okay, you gotta stop. This is... Yeah. Which we'll kind of get into that. Yeah. This is getting really annoying at this point.
I think, probably the same feelings on some things.
Well, there's one thing that I actually said it in the movie where I was like, okay, can we stop doing this?
I don't remember.
We'll get to it.
So, Ryan Reynolds is a guy named Guy.
Yeah, his name is Guy. He lives
in this video game world where destruction is constantly happening. Mm-hmm. Mayhem. Everywhere. Helicopters and... sports cars and people tanks. With guns, tanks,
people robbing the bank every 2 hours.
Yeah, just
people everybody. Just randomly punching citizens on the street.
Yeah, and he's just living a normal life, just going to work while all this stuff happens around him.
Yeah, pretty much.
He works at the bank that gets robbed all the time.
Yep.
With his buddy.
Yep. His name is Guy, and he has a buddy named Buddy, which is funny. But he's on like a loop, so every day is the same. So he wakes up, he says hello to his goldfish, because he has a goldfish named Goldie. Yeah. Of course it's named Goldie, because what else would it be named?
Yep.
And then he sits and he eats cereal in his kitchen while he watches the news, and they talk about all the crazy things that are happening.
Yeah, I'm going to be innocent bloodshed today at the beach.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, once he's done, he goes to the coffee shop. He gets a medium coffee with a cream and 2 sugars every day.
And he drinks it too fast, and it's really hot.
It's really hot.
But it tastes good.
But everybody seems to, only get the same drink.
Yep.
Or they have, their specific drink. And the bartender? The barista only knows how to make... coffee.
That coffee,
doesn't know. It's can't have they don't have cappuccino or anything. Yep. It's just medium coffee, large coffee. There was I think they did actually have light roast and dark roast or something like that. But pretty basic.
It's all the same. Probably doesn't even taste different. It's probably all just the same coffee.
Probably.
Yeah. And you see trash cans full of coffee cups because everyone has one.
Everyone has coffee. So, he and his friend Buddy meet up. They walk to work together.
Yeah.
They work together at the bank. He's a teller and Buddy is a security guard.
Yep.
And then, of course, they get robbed several times during the day. Yep. And then when the day's over, they go home.
Yep. That's it. And then they just keep doing that over and over again. Until one day, he sees a woman walk past him, and he's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and she's singing Mariah Carey.
Fantasy.
She's singing Fantasy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, wow.
I love that song.
Mm-hmm. And she keeps, as she's walking by all the other people, because they're NPCs, non-playable characters. Right. So as she's walking by all the other NPCs, she's saying their lines with them.
Yeah, because they say the
same thing all the time.
Yeah.
So she gets to him, and she says his line, because he has his own little line. It's don't have a good day, have a great day.
Yep.
And she says that, and then he says something completely different. She's like, wait, that's not what you normally say. Okay. And then she just keeps going. He's like, oh my gosh, I think I'm in love. Yeah. So that's my dream girl. Yep. And Buddy's like, okay, but...
Anyway.
He's like, didn't you see? She's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
Because the people who are wearing sunglasses in the world
are... the cool people.
They're the players.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, and it opens with one guy... hang gliding in, or not hang gliding, but skydiving in.
Yeah.
He's got one of those body wingsuits. Yeah. He just flies in, lands into a car with a beautiful woman, and just takes off.
Yep. And it's Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, yep. I did not know he was in the movie.
I didn't either.
I was surprised to see him.
I was caught off guard by Channing Tatum, and I was like, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
And I seem to be, I don't know if I'm in the minority or not, but I kind of like Channing Tatum, honestly. I was happy to see him.
I mean, he's fine, and I don't have anything against him. I used to when he first, started acting stuff and everything. I was like, who's this guy? But now, after I've seen him a few times, I'm like, okay, he can be kind of funny. Yeah, I like it.
And he just seems like a good dude. I don't know. Maybe he's not. I don't know.
I don't know. But
I don't know him in real life.
He seems cool enough.
But ever since 21 Jump Street, I'm all for him.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So he comes in, of course, he's in his car with his blonde chick, and they're just going down the street, everything. There are explosions and everything.
Yeah.
And at one point, there's just like this, I don't know, 16 car pile up.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is a lot of damage that they're leaving behind.
Yeah. But it is, we were talking about, it's pretty accurate to whenever, you get on Grand Theft Auto Online and just people are flying around just causing
mayhem.
Especially a lot of trolls just doing whatever they can to upset the game and make your life harder.
Oh, there have been so many times where there's so many times where you get on to, especially GTA.
Yeah,
because I played GTA 5 online a pretty good bit.
Yeah, me too.
And a lot of times I would play with my friends because it's always more fun when you're playing with your friends. Yeah. And we would do our missions and everything, and we'd be like, okay, we're not trolling people. We're just trying to have fun doing our stuff, getting our levels up and everything. And then, of course, if I get on there by myself, that's when somebody, of course, comes up and tries to do something. Really? So I had this one person, or these two people, who were like flying around in a helicopter, just shooting me while I'm trying to climb a mountain. Yeah. And I'm like, can you not? So I like turned it on peaceful mode so they couldn't do anything. I was like, what are you gonna do now? Yeah. Because I was like, seriously, I'm just trying to get to a certain place. Can you leave me alone?
Yeah.
So it's very annoying.
It's annoying, for sure. Yeah, I would get a lot of guys just randomly sniping me for no reason. Like,
you're just walking down the street.
Go away. What are you doing?
You're like, I'm just trying to go buy some clothes.
Yeah.
And somebody just snipes you. Yeah. Or you're just like driving around and suddenly you get blown up because there's somebody in a tank. Just going down the road.
Going around. That's the gaming world for you.
Yeah.
That's gaming culture.
It's a lot more fun when you're in one all by yourself, and if you do something stupid, it's your own fault. You know, like you're riding around on your motorcycle and you're going really fast because that's the best way to ride a motorcycle in the game. And then you hit.
There's just some like bench somewhere, and you're like,
and you just fly straight off.
You fly across the map,
and then you have to walk back to your, motorcycle and pick it up and get back on. Yeah,
that's right. That's fun.
Yeah.
This movie kind of made me want to go get on it again.
Me too.
Just to have a little,
because
I haven't been on it in years. It's been a couple of years since I've been on it, and who knows? I think there's new missions and stuff. Maybe get on and try it sometime. I don't know. I'd have to install it, which takes like 4 days.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a long time.
But anyway, this movie.
Yeah. So as they're walking to work, they walk by this shoe shop or whatever, and there's a pair of shoes that he sees that he likes. It's like $200 or something. So he's like, "Today's the day." Yeah. And he goes to the ATM to check his account, and he's only got like $180 something.
Yeah. Do you think it changes his money? Do you think he actually earns money?
Probably not.
Yeah.
He's probably always got 180
always 187.
Yeah. But like as he's checking his bank account, it shows like in the background there's like this big mecha just like walking around. It's so weird.
There are a lot of fun little things. Like one time he's checking it and there's a guy glitching in the background trying to climb up the building. Yeah. He can't. He just keeps glitching back and forth.
Yeah, it just glitches. And then of course there's like he's walking down the road one day and there are like all these people like walking around and there are people running and like one guy is running and jumping. Yeah. Because of course,
that's what you do.
If you jump when you're running, it makes you go faster.
Yeah, that's you do that. That's known in games. It's one of those things. It's like blowing in the cartridge that everybody knows, but you don't know how everybody knows it.
Oh boy. So yeah. But yeah, he sees his dream girl, and she's a sunglasses person. So Buddy's like, don't even think about it because she's got sunglasses. Nothing's gonna happen with her. Yeah. So then you find out that Free City is the name of the game that he's in. Right. It's about to have a sequel.
Free City 2.
Free City 2. Carnage. Yeah. And
it's a Venom crossover.
Yeah, that's what I immediately thought of that. I'm like, let there be carnage. Okay. So the girl that he saw, his dream girl, he starts walking after her, and even though Buddy tells him not to. And he gets hit by a train. Out of nowhere. Yeah. But she goes through this door, and then it's like basically she's logging off of the game because, she's a player.
She's a player. She just crushed a lot.
And you also find out that she has a lawsuit against the publisher of the game.
Yes.
Because it goes into it a lot. Yeah. Where she created the game, or she created a game with a friend of hers named, nicknamed Keys.
Yeah. I think Keys was the coder and she was kind of the ideas person, maybe?
I guess so. So Keys and Millie, because her name is Millie. And they created this game called Life Itself. Mm-hmm. And it was basically like this tropical paradise kind of thing with bunches of waterfalls and everything and probably dinosaurs or something.
Yeah, there were dinosaurs in there.
And they would have these NPCs, and the NPCs would like learn as they lived in the game
and change and grow.
And it was going to be kind of like, you know, artificial intelligence. Yeah, and they were really excited about it. And their game got sold to Antoine. Yeah, and Antoine used it to make
he stole
Free
their code.
City. He used the code to make Free City, but he said that he didn't.
Yeah, he said that like they pretty much wanted to get it published through him, basically, and he put it on the shelf, and he took the code from it and used it for another game without their permission.
Yes. So her mission, she's trying to find evidence of their old game within Free City. Right. So that's her whole story. Mm-hmm. And she still keeps in contact with Keys, who works for the company that makes Free City.
But he's trying to move on. Mm-hmm. He's not really into it.
Because she's the only one who believes it's there. Yeah. And so he's just going about his day, like helping if somebody... He's kind of like a...
He's in the complaint center. He handles any hackers and bad players and stuff.
Exactly. So he and a friend of his... And, so that's basically...
I don't remember the friend's name.
I don't know if it was ever said.
I don't know that it was either.
But he was a rabbit at one point, and so they kept calling him Rabbit. But, yeah. So she has the lawsuit going, and she's trying to, get evidence. Yeah. And then after Guy sees her in the game, her gamer tag is Molotov Girl. Yeah. So they just call her Molotov, I guess. Yeah. So after he sees her, like, I don't know if it's the next day or if it's, like, days after, but he tries to make a change.
He's like, I'm going to talk to her. Yeah.
Well, first...
I got to become a sunglasses person.
First, he tries to change his coffee order.
Oh, that's true.
And it does not go well. Yeah. Because he's like, I don't want a medium coffee.
Just seem different because the world's different now for him.
Yes. So he's like, I don't want a medium coffee with a cream and 2 sugars. I want a cappuccino. Yeah. And the barista's like, I don't know how to make that.
They're all freaking out.
What's going on? There's a cop in there. He's like, you're going to get shot. And
Policeman Johnny.
Yeah, and there's like a tank outside.
Yeah, why was the tank turning toward him, like getting mad at him?
I don't know.
That part was weird. I just thought he was going to blow him up just because
they could. Yeah. But everybody in the coffee shop is just like, what's going on? Yeah. I don't understand. And then finally he's like, it was just a joke. I'll take the medium coffee. And he just takes it and goes. So he realizes...
But she looks at that cappuccino machine. She's like, cappuccino.
Cappuccino, yeah. So he goes on to work. And he makes a change there, too. Because he decides... Because he sees her. And she's walking down the road. And, Buddy's still like, you can't do it, man. Yeah. She's got sunglasses. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, what if I have sunglasses? Yep. So somebody comes in to try to rob him. Yeah. And he jumps up and he goes out there and stops the robbery and grabs the sunglasses.
Takes the gun, shoots the person, takes the sunglasses.
I love that part too because he's like, no, he's just asleep.
He's got a hole in his chest. It's fine. He's just really tired.
So he takes the sunglasses and he walks outside and he puts them on and he sees all of...
You can see the gaming interface.
Yes, he can see everything in the game. So he can see
There's a lot of missions and stuff.
He can see the missions. He can see what levels the other players are at. He can see like health packs because he like falls and he breaks his nose.
Well, he got punched by that guy. Yeah.
He got punched by the robber. And he goes out when he goes over to the health pack. He's like, "What is this?" And he touches it and it heals him. And everything. And he's like, "Whoa, this is so cool."
Spanking cars.
Yeah, he spanks a car. I forgot about that. Yeah, he spanks a car. And then, of course, he sees another player die. Mm-hmm. And when they die, their money, shows up. So he goes and takes the money.
Yeah, it was the guy falling from his rocket pack. He tried to go out of bounds and hit the wall and flew back down.
Exactly. So he took the money and he went to his bank account and he has like $2,000 something or whatever.
So he got them shoes.
So he got those shoes he wanted. Yep. So he's got his new shoes. That's when the people working at the game
keys
realize,
and rabbits, see it.
They realize that something's going on because I guess there was a complaint from the person who was robbing the bank.
Yeah.
Who was like a little girl.
Yeah. So they think somebody hacked the game and put on an NPC skin.
Yes.
And is just griefing the game.
Yeah. So, we got to stop them. So they go into the game, and they're like police officers. Mm-hmm. And they go after him, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because they're like, take off the skin. He's like, I don't know how to do that.
It's like, nice skin. Thank you. It's genetics, I guess.
Yeah, so he doesn't know what they're talking about.
They kind of chase him through the city. He takes off. They start shooting at him. They're trying to kill him. Yeah,
and he realizes, he sees that his shoes have like jump powers.
Yeah, he's got 3 jumps.
Mm-hmm. So he uses one of them, and then he uses the second one accidentally and hurts himself.
It just slams him straight into the ceiling.
Yeah. And then he finally uses the third one, which gets him pretty far away from him. Mm-hmm. But then they can like hack the game themselves.
Yeah, they
can use God mode. And they can get to him. And so he jumps off the building and tries to catch a wrecking
he sees
ball.
an exit. He's like, this wrecking ball, just gotta run to it.
Gotta go.
Jump on it.
So he runs, it jumps.
I swore he was gonna get it.
I did too. He jumps off this like beam.
Yeah.
And there's a wrecking ball, and he's about to grab it, and he just misses, and he just like, goes straight down. But he has some kind of little thing that...
Yeah, he's able to get a little bubble...
Yeah, like a bubble soup
bubble wrap thing on him.
So...
helps him bounce.
Yeah, so he's fine when he hits the ground.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I can't die!
Yeah, and then he gets hit.
Yeah, he gets hit by a car, Meet Joe Black style.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So now he knows that he can do all this stuff because he's got the sunglasses.
And I'm assuming, does he steal sunglasses every day, or do you think they stay with them?
I don't know.
I don't know either. They never like really showed it.
Yeah, maybe they have like.
But he did have different sunglasses like every time, so I'm thinking he stole them. Yeah, because sometimes they were kind of like hers. Sometimes they were like kind of goggly.
I don't know. Because I was going to say maybe it's kind of like a keep inventory on kind of situation.
Yeah, I don't know, but...
Because, because
they changed, though, so...
Yeah.
That's why I think maybe he was taking new ones.
Maybe. I don't know.
But meanwhile, Millie's out there, and she meets up with some dude in the alley, because he's got maybe lead to some proof.
Yeah, well, she had actually met up with that guy right before Guy saw her for the first time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he supposedly has proof of her code being used. Mm-hmm. So she goes to a stash house.
Well, wait. Do you know who that alley guy was?
No.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I looked that up. It was huge.
Why?
You know who else?
You don't even see him.
You don't.
That's like Daniel Craig being a stormtrooper in The Force Awakens, and you don't even know it's him.
You know who else is in the movie?
Who?
The Rock.
The Rock is
as one of the bank robbers.
Really?
You know who else was in this movie?
Oh my god, who?
Well, you might have caught her, Tina Fey.
I did not catch
She was
Tina
the
Fey.
Mom of the streamer.
Really?
Which we'll probably talk about later.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
You know who else is in this movie?
Oh, who?
John Krasinski.
Really?
Yes, as one of the shadowed gamer guy giving the interview.
Oh, that's who that was.
Yep.
I was wondering who that was because I was like,
who's this guy?
Why are they? What is this?
And we won't say who else was in it, but
oh my gosh,
there's more to come. Just so many people in this. It was wow. It was fun that we didn't even see.
Wow.
The ones we did see were great. And Leah's like
what the heck?
We missed these. Yeah, it's amazing.
Did not know that.
So yeah, she goes to the stash house.
Yeah, so she goes to the stash house, which it looks like it's supposed to be kind of a New York kind of thing, like a Manhattan.
I think it was based on Portland.
Oh, okay. Because it looked like Central Park or something, but I guess.
Right,
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she goes to this park, and that's where the stash house is. And there's security everywhere.
Yeah.
And she's trying to figure out...
They've got spawn points in there, so they can just spawn in.
And she's trying to figure out how she's going to get in. And here comes Guy. He just shows up.
Yeah. I don't know how he knew she was there.
I don't either.
He just shows up.
He just shows up. And... I guess he's making so much noise that the security hears him and starts shooting at him, and she portals him out of there.
Yeah.
Which was kind of fun because Eventually, we'll get to a Portal episode.
Portal, yep. Portal shout out.
Mm-hmm. So she portals him out of there.
Portal. I might do Portal for the Portal Club.
Stop. And so she takes him to like her house or whatever, in her safe house in the game.
Base.
And, she's got like all of these different cars and motorcycles and all these different guns.
A lot
and
of weapons.
There's a grenade that he grabs at one point and
just
like
starts trying to pull
stop
the
trying
ring.
to pull the pin out. What are you doing? She's
Why?
like, put that down. So she's telling him, look, this is way out of your league. I don't need your help. You're just going to be,
yeah, look
pulling
at my
me down,
level.
basically.
Look at your level.
Exactly. And he's like, how do I look at my level? He's level 1.
Yeah, she's like 150 something or something.
So she's like, when you get to level 100, then you can come help me.
But he's like, I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody.
And she's like, well, there are a few things you can do as a good guy if you really want to play it that way that will help you level up. So he's like, all right, I'll do that. I'll be a good guy. I won't be a good guy. I'll be a great guy. So he goes out there. He starts like doing all kinds of stuff to help people. He stops bank robberies. He probably helps that old lady with the cats.
He probably did that once or twice, yeah.
But you don't get as many points when you're doing like the good guy stuff.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
Yeah, but he like helps with the bank robberies. He does all these good things. And he starts leveling up.
Yeah.
And
starts making waves in the community. People start noticing this guy.
They start noticing the blue shirt guy that's doing all this good stuff. And they're all talking about it. And that's when we see...
Yeah, we get a lot of streamer cameos.
Yes, streamers and YouTubers. And also... Alex Trebek. He's like a question on Jeopardy. Yes. And I was like, oh, Alex Trebek.
Yeah, this was his last film role.
Yeah, so that was sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of YouTube and Twitch streamers, gamers. Ninja,
Jacksepticeye.
Pokemon is in there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
And then just regular people too, talking about, watching him and everything. So he's becoming a celebrity by being a good guy.
He is.
So it's pretty cool.
Yep.
And at one point he tries to give Buddy some sunglasses too.
Yeah.
But Buddy's like, no, I don't want to see it.
He's scared. Yeah.
So he's been working on leveling up and everything. And then Millie breaks into the stash house.
Yeah. She's been talking to Keys, being like, hey, you just got to help me get this. Yeah. I know he's doing it. Just give me a way in. I know that there's something in there that's going to prove it. If you can just get me in there, if you can help me out, we'll figure it out. So he's like, all right. So he lets her know that the guy who lives there is not going to be there for like a while. Yeah. And Keys, by the way, is Steve from Stranger Things. Yes, it's Steve Harrington. Yeah, Steve Harrington. From Stranger Whatever his actual name is. Joe Keery. Yeah, so I don't know the girl from anything. She was Rey's mom in the Star Wars movies. Okay, so it showed her for like 2 seconds. Yep. Okay. That's it. I think she's British, some British actress. Okay. But she'd been nominated for awards and stuff. But yeah, I'd never heard of her before this either. Have you ever watched those things where Steve Harrington and Ben Schwartz, like, since they look like each other, they do like little skits together about how they look like each other? No, but it sounds fun. We should watch those. Anyway, go out and watch those. It sounds fun. I like Joe Keery, so yeah. Now I kind of want to see if there's... Oh, she's in Killing Eve, which I've heard of, but I've never watched. Nope. I think that was like the only stuff I'd seen of hers was the Star Wars stuff. She's in Death on the Nile. We have not seen that. She was in that movie, The Last Duel. Don't know it. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know it. It didn't do so well. And then the guy who directed it, I cannot think of who it is right now, but he was like, it's those dang millennials. They don't want to see good movies anymore. Was it Francis Ford Coppola? It was not. Who was it? He's been angry lately. It's Ridley Scott. That's who it is. Ridley Scott, yeah. Another old director mad at the kids. Old man yells at cloud. Yeah. Yep. So he was very annoyed about that, because it's like,
Okay. Dude, it wasn't really advertised, so nobody knew about it.
I've never heard about it.
Also, it's COVID.
Yeah. Sorry,
People
bro.
still aren't really going to the movie theaters unless they really want to see something.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the previews for it, the trailer for it, because it would pop up on like YouTube and stuff.
I did not see it.
And I was like, this doesn't look good.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in this.
Yeah. So maybe it's not our fault.
Exactly. So yeah, millennials are ruining everything.
Aren't they?
Aren't you glad that we're ruining everything?
Yeah, it's in our avocado toast that we eat all the time.
I've never eaten avocado toast, mainly because I don't like avocados. So
wow. This, along with the Deadpool.
Sorry, I don't like Deadpool and I don't like avocados. I'm just the worst person ever.
Oh, this is painful. I don't care about avocados. All right. What's going on? What were they doing? Oh, she got into the stash house.
Yeah, so she gets to the stash house. She gets over there. She finds the video that she's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And she's about to get out, and sirens go off.
Yep.
Security guards start spawning in.
Yep.
And then...
cowboys and boxers and
Well, at first
ninjas.
it's like normal stuff. And then... suddenly, all these other random things show up. So, yeah, there's like a cowboy. There's a ninja. I think there's like a Viking kind of guy. There's all kinds of just weird random things.
Like, why would you put a boxer in there?
The boxer. I forgot about the boxer.
Just gonna punch.
He doesn't have weapons other than his hands. Oh my gosh.
They're not even his fists. They're just gloved hands.
So funny.
It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, all these bad guys start showing up. And here comes Guy. Guy comes in on a motorcycle.
Yeah. Like, how did he know? I still don't know how he knows.
I don't know. I don't understand.
But he's there.
But he's there to help her. And, of course, he's up past 100 levels
he's
now.
102 or so.
Yeah, so I guess she's, like, okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that or die.
Might as well be. So, yeah, they fight together.
Yeah.
But she ends up dropping the video. Mm-hmm. And they have to escape.
Yeah.
So she jumps on the motorcycle.
Backflip onto the motorcycle.
Yeah, and so she's like facing him.
Yeah. Real night and day situation.
Yeah. Oh, and also there's like this one part where she's like fighting and he's just staring at her fighting. And it's the funniest thing.
It's so great. She's like being really brutal and that happy song plays.
Yeah, it's like make your own kind of music. And he's like, his smile just gradually gets bigger all the time. It's so funny. But so she lands on the motorcycle and she's like facing him. And he has 2 Glocks in his pockets.
Yeah.
She's like, is that a Glock? Is that a Glock in your pocket? And he's like, no, that's 2 Glocks. So she pulls them out and she's like shooting everywhere. He's spinning the motorcycle around. It's so crazy. And then finally they drive off out the window.
Yeah.
Like off a cliff, basically. And then she's like, does this thing fly? And he's like, nope. So she has some kind of a glider thing.
Yeah, like a Fortnite glider.
Yeah, it was like really crazy like action, ridiculous. But it was fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they escape together.
Yep.
And then you meet Antoine.
The most evil man in the world, played by the most evil man in the world.
Taika Waititi. I mean, he's played Hitler, so...
I read that the girl who played Millie said the hardest part was being mad at Taika Waititi because he's so likable and they got along so well she couldn't be mad at him.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm surprised that we haven't like done any of his movies yet, because I know there are several of them that would be really fun to talk about.
He is great. Because
I can think of 4 right now. Then I'm like, yeah, we can talk about this, and we can talk about that. Because, they're good. They're good.
We're fans.
Yeah, I really like Taika. But he's a jerk in this.
Yes, he is.
He's a very bad guy.
He is. And
he, like, immediately comes in and fires someone for no reason. It's like, why?
It's like, you're fired.
What did they do? So, yeah, you meet him. You see that he's kind of a jerk. Mm-hmm. And then it goes back to...
Well, he's also, like, really... Because it's kind of coming off everybody's talking about blue shirt guy, so he wants to capitalize on it. So he's like, we're going to make a guy for the sequel that's going to be blue shirt guy, so get to work on that. I want him to be the face of stuff, and we're going to make a lot of money off him.
Yes, and then you realize... Keyes realizes that he's been lying about like the upgrades and stuff to Free City 2. Because it was supposed to be like backwards compatible. So anybody who had Free City, it would just, they could
keep your character.
Yeah, you keep your character. It would like download an update kind of thing. And it'd be Free City 2. It'd be the same characters and everything. And everything
all
would
the
be cool.
same NPCs. And
exactly. And with just like more stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not what he's doing.
Nope. It's going to be all new, baby.
Yep, everything's going to be all new. He's replacing Free City with Free City 2.
Yep.
And yeah, so Keys finds that out. And it's so funny because he's like, yeah, I lied. It's like, okay. So Guy and Millie decide they kind of go on like a little date.
Yeah.
So they go get some ice cream.
Bubblegum ice cream.
Bubblegum ice cream because he's like, yeah, it's really weird. No, everybody else thinks it's gross, but this is my favorite kind of ice cream, and it's bubblegum flavored. She's like, no way, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
So they find out.
We found out earlier that her favorite drink is the medium coffee.
Yes, is a medium coffee with cream and 2 sugars.
Yeah.
So they have the same coffee order. They both like Mariah Carey, like old Mariah Carey.
She's always humming it.
Mm-hmm. And they both really like swings, so they like go to a little playground and they go on the swings together.
Yeah. Do you like bubblegum ice cream?
I've never heard of bubblegum ice cream.
You've never heard of it?
No.
Really? It's good. I like it.
I did not know that was a thing.
It is, yeah. A lot of places will even have like bits of bubblegum in there, so you like eat the ice cream and you have a little bubblegum.
Interesting.
It's good.
It looked kind of like that, had bits of bubblegum in it.
Yeah, probably did.
I've never heard of it, literally.
Oh man, this should have been our snack this week.
I don't
bubblegum
know where to
cream.
even get it.
Everywhere. Is there I bet TCBY has one.
I've been to TCBY and I've never seen bubblegum ice cream there.
Maybe you weren't looking for it.
Maybe it's at Baskin Robbins?
Maybe.
That seems more likely.
I can't remember where I've had it. I've had it.
But I mean, TCBY isn't ice cream anyway.
What are they?
It's yogurt.
Oh.
That's what the Y in TCBY stands for.
I thought it was
it's like
Calvin
frozen yogurt.
Because you're... And then you fill it in.
No, it's the country's best yogurt.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. So, yeah, that's why I was like, maybe Baskin Robbins, which I don't think I've ever been to a Baskin Robbins. So
Oh.
we have one in town.
It's fine. It's not as good as like Cold Stone. Do we have Cold Stone?
We used to. I don't think we have one anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
Had one like 10 years ago.
That's a shame.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff has changed a lot around here. Anyway.
Anywho.
So
At the end of their date, he's feeling really good. He likes her a lot.
Yes. He likes her a lot, and he wants to kiss her. And so she's like, sure,
okay.
Can you do that? And so he's like, I don't know, I've never tried it. So he kisses her, and then she's
it cuts to her in the real world.
Yeah, and she's just like, what is happening? And then they talk a little bit more, and then she's like, oh, somebody's at the door. I've got to go. So they say goodnight and everything, and she leaves. And it is Keys at the door.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, it has to have been our stuff, our code in the game, because the NPCs some of them have started to evolve.
Yeah, he looked at Guy's code and it's evolved. It's like, much more complicated.
Yeah, he's got like so much more like extra stuff on his. He's like,
when they were fighting in the safe house, like she was talking to Guy and there's nobody else in there.
There's no other player with you.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she's, they're talking, and he's like, there's a barista that has learned how to make cappuccinos. There's a
trial and error. She just taught herself.
Exactly. She taught herself how to make a cappuccino. There's a bombshell character that wrote her own memoir.
Yeah, because he told her, you don't need to be around these guys.
You deserve so much better.
You can find a better guy. She's like, maybe I don't even need guys at all.
Exactly. She's like, because they're terrible. And he's like, yeah, they are.
Yeah. And apparently, I missed this, but apparently in the end, she's like embracing the barista. So
she doesn't
giving up guys there.
She doesn't need a guy at all. She's got a barista.
There you go.
The barista's a girl, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're evolving, and he says, even Guy is like the craziest one because he's got so much extra stuff that he's done, and she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, Guy," and she's like, "That's not a NPC. That's an actual person.
Yeah.
She's like, no, because she tells him like that she's leaving guys. She's like, maybe we can meet in the real world.
Right.
And he's like, sure. 'Cause he doesn't understand what she's talking about. But yeah, he's like, yeah, guy's an NPC. He's just evolved. He's like AI now.
Mm-hmm. You win a Nobel Prize for this.
Exactly. And she's like, I kissed him. He's like,
what?
How can you? I didn't even know that was possible. There's not even a button for that. And she's like, oh, he found the button. So yeah. And then, of course, he tells her that Antoine is going to replace Free City with Free City 2. And there's like a countdown clock. And they've got like 48 hours to stop it. And because if they don't, then all of their code that is in the game, all of that evidence that their code is being used, that was stolen, is going to be gone too. Because it's all going to be wiped out.
Would it though? Because wouldn't he still need that code to build off of?
I don't know.
I would think, but everything else would be gone, but I would think he would still be using
He probably would still be using some of the code, but he probably would wipe out any evidence that's in there.
Yeah, probably.
So, anyway, she's like, okay, well, I've got to tell Guy what's going on. Mm-hmm. So she goes in.
And he's like, hey, maybe he can help us get the stuff we need.
Yeah, maybe he can help us figure this out, get the evidence.
Yeah.
So she tells him the truth. Mm-hmm. And he does not take it well.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what is I'm not even a real person. How do you deal with something like that? None of this around me is real.
Yeah.
And he even talks to Buddy about it, and Buddy's like, I don't care.
Yeah, this is real to me. I'm here listening to my friend who needs help, and I love him, and we're just good friends. It's so nice.
They're so cute.
It's like, what matters? Sweet. What matters is this moment, there's all this other trouble, but just this moment you have with the other person, that's the real joy of life. So
Buddy is like the sweetest character. It's like,
he's great.
I love him. So anyway, he finally decides, okay, I guess it doesn't really matter that I'm not real. I can still, help out. Mm-hmm. So he decides to help him.
Yep.
And so he and Buddy actually go to the stash house.
Yes.
And they get in because
he knows the security guards.
Yeah, Buddy knows the security guards.
Yeah.
And they let him in.
Yeah.
And because he's like, you don't even know his name.
Yeah, Channing Tatum comes in.
Yeah, because Channing Tatum, it's his stash house.
Yeah. He's a big fan of Blue Shirt Guy.
Oh, yeah, he's a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's so cool to meet you. He's like, can you do my catchphrase and all this stuff? And
this guy streaming it. And his mom is the one that's Tina Fey vacuuming in the background. Yeah, he yells up.
Yeah, because he's like right in the middle of talking about something. And he's like, Mom, do you really have the vacuum right now? Yeah.
That was something I had a bit of an issue with. A lot of it was like where gamers are just, geeks living with their parents.
With their parents,
all that, the old stereotypes of everything,
Well, it wasn't all like that.
It was a lot. It was a little...
it was really only that one.
No, there were a lot of little things throughout. They were saying it. Yeah.
But that was I thought that was the only one that they showed like that.
Well, the only guy that they showed like that, but they made a lot of references to it and stuff. So it was a running joke through the thing.
Yeah, they should have shown...
Got a little tired.
They should have shown more, like, I guess, diverse kind of people gaming. Because, they showed, like, kids... And then they showed, like, a grown-up kid still living with his parents kind of thing.
And all the, like, Twitch streamers they showed weren't... No, I guess Pokemon is not a white person. Although some were just, like, white dudes.
Yeah, it was a lot of white dudes. It's like, you couldn't find
anybody.
Anybody that's not a white dude other than Pokemon?
Yeah. So...
Okay.
Yeah. Probably needed a lot less of the... Twitch streamers.
That was one of the things I had a problem with. Because I was like, that was the thing that I looked at and I was like, because they showed it like, there were 3 different points in the movie where it showed them talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I like Jacksepticeye.
I do too, yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
I like him as much as the next person.
Yeah.
Dan TDM, never watched him, don't care.
Never watched any of the other ones.
What, fine. Don't have them in this movie so much.
Just so much.
This is not going to age well.
Yeah, it's really not. Especially if some of them, do stuff that other Twitch streamers are doing. And you're in trouble.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So, anyway, but Channing Tatum, he's there, and they explain to him, they're like, okay, well, we're here to get this one video. And he's like, oh, that's what you want? Sure, no problem. I'll give it to you. I'm like, oh, well, that was easy. They didn't have to fight anybody or anything.
You have to go to the multiplayer hub to watch it.
Yes. So he gives them the piece of the video where he found the original code. Because there's like...
He was like standing on a flag pole.
Yeah, looking out into the distance, and he could see like an island that looked like the original game.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's what they see when they look at the video.
Guy's like, I've seen this.
Yeah, guy's like, I've seen this before. And he's about to tell where he's seen it before when suddenly they reboot the servers.
Yeah, Taika Waititi wants it rebooted, so he'll go back to his normal state.
Yeah, he's mad that Guy is doing all this stuff.
Nobody's pre-ordering too. The pre-orders have gone down like 60%.
Exactly. Nobody wants to pre-order the new game because they want to play the old game because Guy is like such a big character now.
Yeah.
And so he's pissed off about it. And he's like, okay, reboot the servers because when you reboot it, because even like Keys is like, you can't do that because he's an AI. He's learned all this stuff. And he's like, well, if we reboot the servers, he's not going to know all this stuff anymore. Yeah. So that's what he does.
Yep.
Guy will lose all of that progress, all of his memories and everything. It'll just basically set him right back to how he was before.
Yep.
And that's what he does. Restarts everything. And of course, Millie's like, no! What have you done? My baby boy! So she's like, well, maybe I can go find him and get the information from him.
He's still there. Yeah.
Exactly. Because also when they rebooted it, it reset, it
deleted
the video
file,
that she was looking at. It deleted that too.
Yeah.
So she goes to find him, and he's back in his usual loop and doesn't recognize her.
Nope.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
So she's kind of bummed out about it, and then Keys shows up again.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's still there, it just has to have some kind of a catalyst to start it back.
Because he was like, it's based on my, like, love sick guy, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some guy that he created for the base game, for their game that they created together.
That's looking for his love.
Yeah,
true love.
Yes, he's looking for his true love, and he'll never find it. He'll always be like the lonely guy looking for love.
Yeah.
But
then when he saw her, it changed it.
Yes.
Then it got him out of the loop, and he's able to expand and stuff.
So he was able to evolve because of her.
Right.
So, and of course, that's when he tells her, I based it on the only girl that I knew.
The one that sat next to me all the time.
Yeah.
And ordered those coffees. And sang that Mariah Carey song.
And liked
all the time.
bubblegum ice cream and
swinging
swings and stuff. So that's why they like all the same things.
Yeah.
And so she goes back in and she finds him and she robs the bank to get to him, basically.
Yeah.
And pulls him out of the bank and takes him into an alley and kisses him.
Yeah.
And I wrote down, because it brings all of his memories back. And I wrote down, it's like WALL-E.
Is it?
Because at the end of WALL-E, Eve, has to change his little, I forget what it's called.
I don't remember.
It's like a video card kind of thing, but it's not video.
Yeah.
But memory card or something. She has to change it. And when she changes it, he just starts going back to doing, his old stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much like it. And then she, pulls him away and she just kind of, puts her head against him. And it's like a little spark, which is kind of looks like a little kiss.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he remembers everything. Oh. So I was like, oh my god, it's like WALL-E. So I got really choked up about that. Not really. I was just like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah. His head exploded with data.
Exactly. So he remembers everything.
Yep.
And he remembers where he saw the island.
Because I was wondering why he was doing that all throughout. Because when he would get up in the morning, he would look out the window and close the blinds and open them and close them and open them.
And see, I didn't even notice that.
Why is he doing that? I thought it was going to be Morse code or something that he was sending out.
Yeah.
But nope.
You find out that it's reflected on the back of the blinds.
Because Antoine took the took it out of the game, but he forgot the reflective surfaces.
Yes.
So it's still there.
Exactly. So he shows it to her. And then they decide that they're going to get all the other NPCs to help so that they can get to the original code because they know where it is. It's like behind. He can't you can't go into the ocean.
Yeah.
Once you get there, it's like.
There's a mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boundary mesh.
Yeah, there's a boundary there. So they can't get through it. But that's where the island is. It's past that.
Yeah.
So they're going to try to get to it.
Yep.
And they still have keys helping them.
They're like, once they find out, they're going to throw everybody at us. So we got to make sure there's nothing that he can throw. So he gets all the people together, tells them the plan so that they don't go out and try to stop him. Basically, all the cops and army and all that stuff.
Exactly. So all the NPCs are like just grouped up together. Like there's a bunch of them in the coffee shop and everything.
Just hanging out.
They're just hanging out together.
Having cappuccinos.
And I still love that one guy who's always getting robbed. So he just
always has his hands up. That's funny.
Yeah. So they finally get to the beach, or they're on the way to the beach, and they're like, throw everything you can at them. So they've got like buildings, like
trying to crush them while they're in the car,
and cars trying to crush them and everything. And he's like, this isn't really working. Send in dude.
Yeah. Keys is able to make a ramp for them so that they can ramp up on top of the buildings so they don't get crushed.
So nobody knows what, or they don't say what dude is.
Yeah, just like bring it to. So and like, the designers are like, oh boys,
because they're like, he's not ready yet. Yeah. He's only like half done.
Yeah,
and they're like, he's like, I don't care. Just go
I've worked on him myself. He's perfect.
Yeah, he's like, just put it in. It's like, okay. So yeah, they get to the beach. Keys is able to like take a building and turn it into a bridge for them going out over the ocean. Yeah. So they're about to go over the bridge when they disconnect all of the players.
Yeah, they boot everybody.
They boot all the players. So there goes Millie. She's out of the game.
And he finds Keys and fires him, so Keys is having to leave. But he's somehow able to stream the game
somehow
everywhere. I
don't know.
On TVs and all kinds of stuff.
Well,
okay.
I'm wondering if it's not TVs, but if it's just on the game screen.
Yeah, but I mean, there was
got booted.
But there was that restaurant.
There was that restaurant, which was weird.
Where it was like showing it on TV. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And like I think they were. Well, watching
maybe they were
like
watching a stream.
Times Square and stuff. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's streaming it. All these people are watching
around the world.
Yeah. So they're all getting to see what Guy does. And then here comes Dude.
Yep.
Dude shows up.
Dude appears, punches him in the face as he's about to go. And then we get the reveal. I was like, who's it going to be?
I was too.
I thought it was going to be Hugh Jackman, but apparently we'd already seen him. So
I thought it was going to be The Rock, and I didn't even know The Rock was in there.
Yeah. I mean, we thought it was going to be people that have already been there, and we didn't even know.
No, it was a buff version of Guy.
Yep.
And he looks ridiculous.
He has a little blue shirt tattoo on his back.
Yeah, because he's shirtless and he's just got a little blue shirt tattoo. And
his catchphrase is catchphrase.
And he keeps like saying stuff, and you can tell that like they didn't finish all of his dialogue because it'll be like insert third thing here.
I came here to do 3 things. Number 1, kick ass. What was it? Number 2, TBD.
Oh,
Number 3, insert third thing here.
It's like, oh geez. So yeah, they have like this big fight and everything, and finally Guy decides to put on his glasses so that he can fight better. Yeah, because he'll be able to choose all of it. Yeah, he can use his power-ups. He can choose weapons and stuff. And
he's about to get punched with a super punch.
A death punch.
Death punch.
A death punch.
Blow.
Or a death blow. There's a death blow coming right at him. And he puts on those glasses and he picks the first thing.
The star.
It's a star. And what is it?
It's a shield.
It's Captain America's shield.
And the Avengers music plays.
So it's like da 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 da. It's like, what in the world? And then you see Chris Evans in like a shop, like a restaurant somewhere. And he's watching it and he's like, what?
Yeah, he's very upset. Apparently, like he had just happened to be in town. Ryan Reynolds called him, and they set it all up for him. He got there, shot it in 7 minutes, and then
I mean, he didn't have to do much.
He didn't. You know? They just got him in there and got him out real fast.
That was great.
He also punched him with the Hulk arm.
He did have a Hulk arm. Yep. And then he pulls out a lightsaber. And it starts playing Star Wars music. Man.
That Fox getting bought by Disney really worked out for the movie.
I guess so. Because I was like, oh my God, really?
That was great.
Oh, man. It was funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And he's got like a gravity gun from Half-Life.
Yep. And then he has the portal gun from Portal.
Yep.
And
it's really good.
But unfortunately, dude goes through the portal and starts...
Just gets him down, tackles him.
Gets him down, and it looks like he's about to just...
He's like ripping him apart.
Ripping him apart, yeah. Oh, and we did forget to say that Buddy shows up at one point.
Yeah, he shows up on a Vespa.
Yeah, he shows up on a Vespa, and this was like before the fighting really began, because he goes up to dude.
Yeah.
And he just puts his hands on dude's pecs and is just like massaging him.
Yeah, and
he's like bouncing him around. And he's like, I love this guy. It's like, oh gosh.
It was so ridiculous.
He did get like kind of knocked out though.
Yeah.
But he did eventually get up, because as Guy is about to die at the hands of dude.
Yeah.
Buddy throws the sunglasses through the portal to him, I think is what it I think it was through the portal.
Yep.
And he catches it, and he puts it on, and he's trying to figure out what he's going to do to stop him. And then he realizes this isn't how to do it.
Yeah.
So he takes the sunglasses off.
Yeah.
And he puts them on dude, and dude automatically stops, because he's like, what is all of this?
Sees all these shiny things. Singing in the rains and dances around a light pole. So happy.
Yeah. He's so excited, he just skips off.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
So yeah, they they get through all of that, and they're like, all right, let's go. So they run together. It's just Guy and Buddy running together across the bridge.
And Taika Waititi starts destroying servers.
Yes, Taika Waititi decides, all right, the only way to stop this is to destroy the servers. So he goes down with Rabbit, whatever his name was. Yeah. And he takes an axe and just starts...
Axing servers.
Chopping through the servers.
Yeah.
And, like, parts of the city are, like, falling apart and everything.
People are getting snapped.
And they're still running across the bridge, but Buddy's a little bit slower. And the bridge opens up between them, so Buddy can't get across.
Yeah.
And he talks about how he's always been scared and everything, but this has been the best day of his life and all this stuff.
He's not afraid anymore.
Yeah, and then he just
snaps.
He gets snapped, basically, so he turns into dust and he's gone. And Guy has to just go on his own. So he keeps running across the bridge. There's only like one little section of the town left, of the city left, and one little section of the bridge.
Yep.
And a section of the town is like one building, pretty much. It's like this one tall skyscraper, and all the NPCs are at the top on the roof just watching.
Yep.
And then before, like, right as he's about to get taken out, I guess, he jumps past the end of the bridge through nothingness. And you don't see him for a second. And everybody's like holding their breath.
Yep.
And then suddenly you can see the island.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, he made it. And so everybody can see it. And it's being live streamed, so everybody can see it that way.
Dude and the old cat lady are happy and cheering together. Yeah. They've got a weird thing going on.
Yeah, it's strange. So there we go. He made it. So everybody can see what happened.
They all see proof of the code.
So there's their evidence.
Yeah. And Millie, like, teleports over to the main office. I don't know
how she gets there so fast.
I don't know how she got there.
But she got there pretty fast. She gets to
the security guards obviously would let her in because they're like, that guy's a hero.
Exactly.
They loved Buddy.
They loved Buddy. When Buddy died, they were just like, that's the best security guard I've ever seen. And so they're all like, yeah, he's a hero. So yeah, she makes it to the...
Oh yeah, she gets into the building.
She gets into the building. She goes down to the server room to stop Antoine. And of course, there's like one server left, and he's about to destroy it. And she's like, stop!
In the name
of Free City. In the name of NPCs.
Of Guy.
Yeah. So she's like, I'll let you use the code or whatever.
Yeah.
For Free City 2 and everything. Whatever you want to. Just...
And keep all the money.
Yeah, you can keep all the money. I don't care about the money. I just want what's left in that server.
Yeah, she wants the people in the city, I guess.
She wants what's left of that little chunk of city that's left.
And
she wants the island from her original game. And And so they make a deal, basically.
Yeah.
And it was really easy.
Yeah. It seemed like a real bad deal. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
she had him over the barrel. Like, I guess he could have chopped it, but...
Yeah. But I mean, he said, that's a terrible deal. And she's like, I don't want the money.
Yeah.
You're the one who's obsessed with money.
Yeah. She wants the AI.
Exactly. Because she wants to save Guy and all of the other NPCs.
Right.
And her original game.
Yeah.
So they make a deal, and
it cuts ahead to present day, where Free City 2 has been released, and it is super buggy and laggy.
Nobody wants to play it.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't make sense. All games that come out now never
buggy,
have these issues.
No, never. They're always perfect.
They're always done.
There's no such thing as a first day patch.
Bethesda doesn't exist.
Oh, jeez. or Rockstar.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still bugs like years later with some games.
Oh, yeah.
Red Dead Redemption, the first one, if you play Undead Nightmare, if you save it a certain way, everybody is headless after that point. So you can only use autosave.
Oh, boy.
So, it's like...
Yeesh.
And, I mean, most of these, it's zombies. And if you're not shooting them in the head, then it's going to be real hard to kill them. So, yeah, it's not surprising that there would be bugs.
But his company's kind of tanking.
Yeah, and also he's kind of in trouble still for stealing the original code and using it.
Not good press.
No. But there are still, people joining the other game so that they can play in Free City. Yeah. Where they've kind of taken the code from the original game and put Free City in there together. And so there are a bunch of waterfalls and trees and everything, and then dinosaurs and all kinds of stuff. And everybody's living peaceful lives.
What do you think? What is the point of that game? I don't get that game. They're we found out that people just want to watch the NPCs just do their thing. I
guess it's kind of like The Sims.
But you do stuff with them. But I mean, you tell them what to do.
Yeah, but you can give them a certain amount of free will so that they can move about and do their own things. But this would give you even more free will. I think it would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
and you can see how they grow as characters. Yeah. It would be kind of like watching a movie or something.
But then you look at The Sims, where people trap people in the
there
pool.
Are people who do that.
It's not gonna. It wouldn't last. Maybe they'll just ban those people.
Yeah.
Actually, get rid of those people. I mean, that'd be tough.
Yeah.
It's hard to get rid of the trolls. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how successful it would be, but
yeah. Well, Taika Waititi said they tested it. Did public tests, and nobody wanted it. So yeah, I don't know, but it's good. There,
I mean, I play plenty of games that are not really AI kind of stuff, but
they're chill games
that are very chill games because. I play Stardew Valley. I don't know how many hours I have in Stardew Valley. It's a lot. I've played a lot of Stardew Valley. Yeah. And I still like playing it. Yeah. And I mean, I'm just doing the same things over and over again. Yeah. I'm just making my farm as productive as possible and, talking to the NPCs and stuff. So, I mean, I can see how some people would probably be.
Yeah. Yeah. Animal
Crossing. Yeah. Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's
true.
There's a market for stuff like that.
Yeah. I just don't know. It would just depend on how much they're getting to do. Because if you're not able to do anything, that's where I'm like, would anybody play this? I don't know.
Exactly. And when they actually show in the game, there's only one player in there that you see because it's Millie. Yeah. You just see all the NPCs. Yeah. But you don't see any actual players.
So it seems like they just stream it and then you watch it, which I guess could work. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like it'd be a niche audience, but it might be there.
It could be. But anyway, it's Millie and Keys and Rabbit that are all working together in one little cramped room.
Because Rabbit did eventually stand up to Taika Waititi and be like, you can't destroy this. This is Keys' game.
Yeah, because he was like, they were telling the truth. You did steal.
Yeah.
And so at that point, he's like, yeah, I can't let you do this. He tries to stop him from destroying the servers, but he's like, well, you got to get out of here. I'm firing you. Security, and security takes him out.
It's like, he doesn't even know your name.
Yeah, he doesn't even know your name. Exactly. But of course, that was like right before the whole Buddy incident too, where they're all like, that's a hero. Yeah. But, so Rabbit is kind of going like, hey, you need to like ask out Millie because
she says you're so cute when you do something.
When you gloat, I think is what she says.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, you're so cute when you gloat, and then he's like, all right, that's your in. Come on.
So he asks her for coffee.
If she wants to go get coffee. Yeah. And she's like, no, I'm gonna go get in the game and everything. And he's like, oh, well, I'll pick some up for you. And she's like, okay, well, and she's about to say,
her order,
and he's like, and he says it. Yeah. So he knows it. And so he walks on out, and she goes into the game, and she basically says goodbye to Guy. Mm-hmm.
But she can't say goodbye. It's too hard.
Yeah, she can't say goodbye, so Guy does it for her. And he's like, see, that wasn't so bad. And it shows like the other NPCs. Cat Lady has all of her cats because Dude is holding all the cats.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I guess she got her cats back. Yeah. But yeah, so she leaves the game.
Well, Guy, I mean, what he's telling her is when he says it to her is like, I love you, but and I know it's probably just my code.
Yeah.
But someone had to write that code.
Yeah.
So someone out there loves you. Yeah. And you need to find that person. And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah, so she goes into like the files and she finds the video of Keys talking about creating the character of the brokenhearted guy or whatever his name was.
Forever Alone
guy, basically, yeah. And he's talking about how he chose her because he's basically in love with her. Uh-huh. And she's like, oh my goodness, why didn't I see it before? And so she just runs off. Yeah. And Rabbit's like, yeah, finally. So yeah, she runs to the coffee shop and they're like across the road from each other and she yells at him and they just kind of look at each other and they're like...
And he's wearing a blue shirt, by the way.
Oh, was he? Oh, that's cute. I didn't notice that. Yeah, so they kind of like nod at each other and everything. And then they run across the road because we're both going, please don't get hit by the car. Look both ways before you cross. What is wrong with you?
But they make it.
They meet in the middle in the median there and they... kiss.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, yay. So they're together. That's cute.
Then it goes back into the game. And Guy's being carried by Dude.
Yeah, he's carried him across the street. And he sets him down and they're kind of walking and everything. And he's like, I really miss Buddy. I mean...
Yeah, we used to do these walks.
Yeah, we used to walk together like this.
And he used to actually make full sentences.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, I can bench press full sentences or something. It's like, okay, that makes no sense, but sure. So yeah, he would much rather be with Buddy than with Guy. Not with Guy, with Dude.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you hear somebody across the street and it's Buddy.
Buddy's back.
And he's like, yeah, I rode a centaur earlier. It was real weird.
I know it's weird getting a piggyback ride from a half horse, half guy. It was great.
It was great. And so, they run across the street.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get hit again.
I thought they were going to get hit, but there were no cars on the street, so it was okay. So yeah, they hug and everything, and Buddy asks, where's the bank? And he's like, there is no bank.
Yeah.
So they don't even have money in this world.
Yeah,
just everything's free. Free city.
Free city. So well, what do we do? It's like, anything you want to do. Yeah.
So he takes his little holster and throws it on the ground and they walk off together into the sunset. Yeah. It's so cute.
It was sweet.
So yeah.
Yep.
That was cute.
I enjoyed this movie.
It was fun. There were lots of funny moments, silly moments.
Yeah. A lot of video game shout outs. Resident Evil stuff, Halo, Fortnite.
Portal.
Mass Effect, I think, was in there.
Possibly.
Just tons of stuff. And it was enjoyable. But again, if you're not really into video games, I don't know that it would... I can't decide if it would be a good movie.
Yeah, it may not be for you.
I don't know. I think Ryan Reynolds is really charming. I think everybody is good in the movie.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad we watched it.
Me too. That was a fun one.
I was excited to see it. Yeah. It's one that like I said, I wanted to see. So check it off the bucket list of Ryan Reynolds movies and Taika Waititi movies.
Yep. Got both of them.
Yep. So, yeah.
Anything else we need to discuss about it?
Trying to think. If there's anything else.
Any other people that we missed or that we didn't talk about that you saw on the...
I think we got everybody.
Cast sheet.
No. Yeah, I think we covered everyone.
Okay. Chris
Evans was the last one.
Okay.
So, yeah, which was a very good one.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was very surprised by that. That whole sequence, blew my mind.
I did, like, when he pulled out the lightsaber, I was like, oh god, is he about to pull out a lightsaber? And he did, and I was like, I don't know if I like this or not, because it may be a bit too much. Because they just did the Avengers, and now he's doing Star Wars, and I'm like, okay.
That's great.
But it was fine.
Loved it. So, for today's snack, like I said, if I'd have known, we should have done bubblegum ice cream, but instead, Krispy Kreme just happened to be having a special limited edition thing that I didn't know about until at work somebody said it, and I nearly lost my mind. Which they have Twix donuts, which maybe my favorite candy bar is a Twix.
Okay.
Maybe. It's hard to say. And my favorite donuts are Krispy Kreme, so this is great news for me. I'm very excited, and we had one of the originals already.
We did, and it was amazing.
Just to prime.
Yes, because original is great.
Yeah, I've told people my favorite donut is probably just original glazed Krispy Kreme donut. I love them.
It is very
Whenever
good.
I try like other flavors, I'm like, that was good, but I really wish I had just gotten an original glazed. So, will this Twix break the mold? Will I be happy? Will it be my new favorite? And then I'll never be able to get it again and forever be depressed that I can't have my Twix donuts anymore. Or maybe I can just buy donuts and buy Twix and then just smash them together.
Maybe. So, by the way, Baskin-Robbins does not have bubblegum ice cream. They have cotton candy ice cream. And that sounds disgusting.
Probably
I don't like candy. I don't like cotton candy flavored things.
Floss?
I like cotton candy by itself. I just don't like cotton candy flavored things. Like, I used to get people would just try to give me cotton candy gum because they'd be like, oh, you like cotton candy. You'll love this cotton candy gum. And I'm like, no. That's disgusting.
I don't know that I've had cotton candy. I probably had cotton candy gum. I just don't remember it.
And then also they have ones that they have like cotton candy flavored, it's not peppermint sticks, but you know, the little hard candy sticks. I know you don't like hard candy, so you wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
But they have those too, like at Cracker Barrel and stuff, and I don't get those because those are gross.
So these Twix donuts, you get 4 original glazed. This is like a specialty dozen.
Yeah, because you can get just the Twix ones by themselves.
Yeah. So it's 4 original glazed, then you get 4 round chocolate covered donuts with Twix pieces on them. I think they might have filling in them, too.
I think it has like a Twix flavored filling or something.
Yeah, and it's got caramel drizzled on it. And then you get 4, like, what are those, Long Johns? Is that what they're called? And they have like a whole Twix inside of them.
Yes, which I am intrigued by.
Yeah, and chocolate on top.
And then like
some Twix dust, I guess.
Yeah. I was going to see what it says on the website.
Okay. But yeah, that Twix inside of them, wow, that's what really got me like, oh, what? That's okay.
Yeah, there is a bar donut.
Yes.
Filled with an actual Twix bar.
It's exciting.
Topped with Twix pieces. Also drizzled with caramel and chocolate.
Yes.
And topped with chocolate icing.
Yes.
Then there's the donut with salted caramel filling, dipped in chocolate
is.
Icing and topped with chopped Twix pieces. And
there's also mini ones you can get, but we didn't get those.
Yeah. Which one do you want to try first?
Let's go the long one first.
Okay. I hope these are good because we have a whole dozen. Oh, if you look at the bottom of it, you can see the Twix peeking out, or mine can.
I can kind of see it from the end here. Yeah, mine's solid.
Oh, yeah, I see it at the end.
Yep. All right.
Ready?
Here we go.
It's a lot of donut.
Very chocolatey. I do kind of love how just ridiculous it is. It's kind of like this movie. I'm just A lot. Packed into it. It's fun. But it is a very dense donut.
Yeah, I think fun is a great description of it. It's very interesting.
It kind of covers up the Twix a lot. Mm-hmm. So you just get the crunch from the cookie.
Yeah.
With the Twix, but mostly just the chocolate frosting flavor. But yeah. All right. Do you want to try the round one now?
Sure.
Oh, that was really bad.
Let's see if I can close this thing here. If I can close the box and get it out of the way so I'm not like constantly
balancing
in fear of it falling.
Salty caramel's pretty good. Mm-hmm. They have salted caramel Twix now.
Oh, really?
Surprised they didn't use those on here. Mm-hmm. I mean, they might have. It's just pieces.
It's funny the way they advertise the round ones with the cream in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like, the way they advertise it, it looks like it's all the way around the whole donut. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it does not. Oh. Because mine doesn't have any on that side.
So far, mine's going all the way. Oh, no, there it stopped. Just, I think it might just be the half that has Twix on it.
I don't know.
At least it was on mine. Maybe not. Maybe not on yours. That was good. It's, again, a lot. Mm-hmm. Very, very rich. Very sugary.
Very.
It's not bad, though. I'm having fun eating them. So what do you think? Which one's better?
I actually think I like the round one better.
Do you? Mm-hmm. I like the Long John better. I like all the chocolate. I'm not really a filling donut guy. I like just a plain, frosting on top or a cake donut or something like that. And I rarely get the fillings unless I want to try something.
I don't really like frosting on top unless it has a filling.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, a lot of people will just get the regular, the original glazed, but that have the chocolate icing on top. Mm-hmm. Don't really lick those that much.
You don't lick them?
I don't really like those that much.
I lick them all the time.
And then if it has sprinkles, I like it even less.
Yeah, you're not a sprinkles person for some reason.
Don't like sprinkles.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. So what are we rating them? Start with the ring.
I don't know, because I don't think I like them as much as you do.
We'll see.
Because I was just going to go with a 6.
I was going for a 6 for the ring also.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And then for the Long John, I'm going 7.5.
And I'm going 5 with it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it as much.
Yeah. If I go back, I'm getting original glaze still. It didn't overtake it. But I'm glad we tried it because it's silly.
Yeah.
It's overboard. And it's surprisingly perfect for the movie.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on. There was a lot going on in that movie.
A lot of chaos here.
Yep.
There's chocolates and caramels and Twix and cookies and all kinds of stuff going on.
I mean, this just makes me think of watching somebody running through a game, just punching NPCs in the face on the street.
There you go. And the hidden treasure, the Easter egg of the Twix inside. Oh, hey. Yeah. All right. So, what's your favorite donut type?
We didn't actually say what our favorites were.
I think I said mine was the original.
Okay, you said yours was
What is your favorite donut?
Mine is the chocolate icing topped, filled with custard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of like a Boston cream pie.
Right. And I'm not really a custard man.
I like
myself
custard.
In there. Yeah.
It's just like a vanilla pudding kind of thing, but...
Yeah. I don't like it in a donut, though. I like vanilla pudding by itself. I'll eat them. Mm-hmm. It's just never my go-to. But that's what makes us so great. You have your thing, I have my thing.
Yeah.
I eat my thing, you eat your thing. Mm-hmm. I judge you for your thing. You don't judge me for mine.
Well, actually, I don't judge you for your donut choice. Because the original glazed is...
It's very good.
It is very good. Mm-hmm. I can't fault you that one.
It's true.
It's a good one.
So, yeah, what is your favorite donut? How'd you feel about this movie?
If you've seen it.
If you've seen it, go see it. It's on Disney Plus. And does it bring back any memories for you about video games? Do we miss any Easter eggs? I'm sure we did.
Oh, yeah.
There are a ton of them in there. Mm-hmm. So let us know. And you can let us know on Twitter at Having Funcast or on Facebook, at havingfunpod.
Or you can send us an email at havingfunpod@gmail.com.
And keep checking our YouTube channel for any of these episodes. They're all up there. And hopefully soon we'll have another snack video up. Hopefully.
It's supposed to... Okay, so...
in the next couple months.
Yeah, so you may recall that last episode I said that the February box, Universal Yums box, was sent to me, and it didn't actually get to my address because apparently there was insufficient something on there. I don't know.
Yep.
And so they sent it back, and so I had to contact customer service and be like, hey, by the way, I didn't get my box. Can you send me one?
Yeah.
So they sent me another one. It's supposed to be coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see if it actually does.
We'll see.
So hopefully it won't be another insufficient address.
Yeah.
Could not be delivered, because I'm going to be very mad if it is. Because I looked at the address that they have, that they, sent in the email saying it was sent.
Yep.
And the tracking
123
information.
ABC Avenue.
Exactly.
That's yours.
And it's there. It's correct. So I don't know what happened.
Well, hopefully that'll get in. So, subscribe to the channel. And then you won't miss it.
And it's stuff from France this time. So.
Ooh, la la.
Oui.
All right. Well, go out there. Have fun. Put on your sunglasses. Do all your things. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.